This past year and our experiences with COVID has changed the church landscape significantly. Throughout this series, we are going to look at the book of Acts being a blueprint and what it means to have intentional church, life, and growth experience in this post-pandemic era. In this chapter, we're going to look at how important is it for the church to serve those who will never be able to return the favor. Welcome. Right outside our church doors is a world filled with people who are all trying to navigate this post-pandemic era just like we are. The demand for assistance is at an all-time high as communities are struggling to find a new normal. Some of these people would be able to return the favor if we were to offer them assistance, but most of them will not be able to. Typically, the church falls into the temptation of seeking what personal benefit might come from establishing programming or events. Will more people come through the door? Will our offering plate see an increase? This is the wrong approach because it will place our agenda ahead of God's. We are called to be the hands and feet of Christ for no other reason than to pour the love of Jesus upon people. Therefore, when we plan programming and events, church leaders must be very clear about what the purpose of the event is, as well as what the expected outcomes are. Would it affect our church if we lean into this aspect of our Christian identity more? What fruit of the Spirit could be produced? These are important questions that are facing every local church as we seek to engage with the communities around us. The prophet Isaiah has written in chapter 61, "The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to proclaim the good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives and release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn, and to provide for those who grieve in Zion, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and the garment of praise instead of a garment of despair." What if we made this our proclamation for the next few years? What type of environment would we be able to create for the Holy Spirit to minister if we adopted this bold declaration?